Hey there. Glad you came back to listen to another daily goodnight story. As you already finished the last activities of the day, don't forget to connect your phone to the charger and set the timer so playback stops automatically. We'll check your pillow, get comfortable, and relax while listening to today's story. In a bustling city called Verona, where tall skyscrapers kissed the sky, there lived two families who didn't get along. The Montagues and the Capulets were like two teams that always played against each other, but never shook hands after the game. In this city, there was a special place on the internet where people who loved books could gather and share their thoughts. It was like a magical library with digital pages filled with stories and ideas. In this online world, a boy named Romeo and a girl named Juliet discovered each other. Romeo loved to read poetry and stories that made his heart dance with joy. He would type his favorite quotes on the computer and share them with others over the internet. Juliet, on the other hand, was a curious girl who had a way with words. She could express her thoughts and feelings so beautifully that it felt like she was painting pictures with her sentences. One sunny day, Romeo stumbled upon a poem written by Juliet. He couldn't help but be captivated by her words, which spoke directly to his heart. With trembling fingers, he typed a message to Juliet, praising her talent and telling her how much her poem meant to him. Little did he know that this message would be the start of a magical connection. Juliet blushed when she read Romeo's message. She'd never received such kind words before. Excited and nervous, she replied, expressing her gratitude and sharing more of her poems with him. Romeo and Juliet's conversations grew longer and more frequent, like a river flowing with friendship and understanding. They discussed their favorite books, exchanged recommendations, and debated the meanings behind famous quotes. Every word they typed felt like a secret treasure, shared only between them. Even though they hadn't met in person, their virtual connection felt real and true. As their bond deepened, Romeo and Juliet discovered they had more in common than just a love for literature. They both dreamed of a world where people could put aside their differences and embrace each other's uniqueness. They longed for a Verona where the Montagues and the Capulets could stand side by side and build bridges instead of walls. Their online meetings became a source of joy in their lives. They would use a special tool called Google Meet, where they could see each other's faces and hear each other's voices. It was like having a hideout where they could escape from the world and be themselves. Sometimes Romeo and Juliet would even read aloud to each other, their voices dancing through the internet wires, bringing the stories to life. They would laugh at the funny parts and shed tears when the characters faced challenges. Through their shared love for stories, they discovered the power of empathy and the magic of connection. Little did they know that their virtual encounters were about to lead them on an extraordinary adventure. Their hearts yearned to meet in person, to look into each other's eyes, and to hold hands. They longed for a moment where the digital world would merge with reality, and their virtual connection would transcend the boundaries of the screen. And so, with hearts full of anticipation, Romeo and Juliet made a plan. They decided to attend a masquerade ball, not in a grand ballroom, but in a special virtual world by using Apple's Vision Pro mixed reality headset. They would create avatars, which were digital versions of themselves, to dance and explore in this magical realm. As they prepared for their virtual adventure, excitement and nervousness intertwined within them. They couldn't wait to see each other's avatars and experience the enchantment of this virtual masquerade ball. It was the first step toward turning their virtual connection into a tangible reality. Little did they know that this virtual ball would be the beginning of a journey that would test their love and challenge the boundaries of their digital world. They were about to discover that love, even in a world of pixels and code, could be as powerful as the brightest star in the sky. As the day of the virtual masquerade ball arrived, Romeo and Juliet eagerly logged into the virtual world of Verona. They had created their avatars with care, making them resemble their real selves as closely as possible. Excitement and nerves pulsed through their virtual veins as they entered the digital realm. Verona, now transformed into a mesmerizing 3D environment, dazzled Romeo and Juliet with its beauty. The streets were lined with colorful buildings, and virtual fireworks lit up the digital sky. The sound of lively music filled the air as avatars from all over the world gathered to join the grand event. Romeo's avatar, dressed in a dashing suit, scanned the crowd in search of Juliet's avatar. Juliet, in her elegant gown, felt her heart race as she looked for Romeo amidst the sea of avatars. Finally, their eyes met, and their virtual faces lit up with joy. With the sound of a violin, the virtual ball began. Romeo and Juliet's avatars moved gracefully together on the virtual dance floor, their movements guided by their real-life gestures. They twirled and swayed, lost in the magic of the moment, their avatars mirroring the tenderness of their hearts. They whispered words of affection, their voices carrying through the digital air. It felt like they were truly dancing in each other's arms, even though they were many miles apart in the physical world. As the night progressed, Romeo and Juliet explored the virtual Verona, hand in virtual hand. They wandered through digital gardens filled with vibrant flowers and sat on virtual benches sharing their dreams and aspirations. They gazed at the virtual moon above, imagining a future where their love could transcend the confines of the virtual world. But just as the moon began to wane and the ball drew to a close, a glitch in the system caused a sudden disconnection between Romeo and Juliet. Their screens flickered, and their digital connection wavered. Panic seized their hearts as they desperately tried to reconnect. With determination in their eyes, Romeo and Juliet called upon their tech-savvy friends, Mercutio, Benvolio, and Friar Lawrence, for help. They knew that overcoming this digital obstacle would require their collective knowledge and skills. Together, they dove into the complexities of the virtual world's code, searching for the source of the glitch. Lines of binary code scrolled across their screens as they analyzed and debugged, refusing to let their connection fade away. Their determination and expertise slowly unraveled the issue, and Romeo and Juliet's avatars reappeared on each other's screens. Relief washed over them, as they realized that their connection was stronger than any digital barrier. Their bond had transcended the virtual world, leaving an indelible mark on their hearts. They knew that their love was not confined to the realms of technology but existed in the realm of the human spirit. With their connection restored, Romeo and Juliet vowed to cherish every moment together, both online and offline. They reveled in the fact that technology had brought them together, but it was their love and commitment that made their bond unbreakable. As the clock struck midnight in the digital realm, Romeo and Juliet's avatars shared one final dance, their steps echoing the rhythm of their beating hearts. They knew that the virtual ball was just the beginning of their extraordinary journey, one that would push the boundaries of their digital world and challenge their love in ways they couldn't yet imagine. After the magical virtual masquerade ball, Romeo and Juliet yearned to take their connection beyond the digital realm and into the real world. They longed to see each other's smiles, feel the warmth of their touch, and experience the world outside the confines of the virtual Verona. They were determined to make their dreams a reality. Romeo, Juliet, and their tech-savvy friends, Mercutio, Benvolio, and Friar Lawrence, gathered together in a virtual conference room to hatch a plan. They knew that breaking free from the digital boundaries would require their combined knowledge, skills, and a touch of daring. Friar Lawrence, known for his expertise in computer systems, shared a groundbreaking idea. He proposed hacking into the virtual world system to create a bridge between the digital and physical realms. It was a risky endeavor, but their hearts burned with determination. Together, they dove into the intricate world of coding, algorithms, and security protocols. They analyzed the virtual Verona's architecture, searching for vulnerabilities that could be exploited to create a pathway to the real world. Late into the night, their fingers danced across the keyboards, typing lines of code that would push the boundaries of their digital existence. They relied on their collective brilliance, each contributing their unique talents and insights to the grand endeavor. After hours of tireless effort, they finally succeeded in breaching the virtual world's defenses. A glitch in the system emerged, a small crack that could be widened to create a pathway for Romeo and Juliet to step into the real world. With the virtual world's secrets at their fingertips, Romeo and Juliet's avatars merged with their real selves. They saw their surroundings transform as they materialized in the physical realm of Verona. The vibrant cityscape unfolded before their eyes, alive with sounds, colors, and sensations. As they stood face to face, Romeo and Juliet experienced a profound moment of connection. Their hearts beat in harmony as they gazed into each other's eyes, realizing that their love had transcended the digital world. They reveled in the beauty of their physical presence and the realness of their bond, whilst their friends watched with joy and relief, knowing that their efforts had borne fruit. Now, in the midst of Verona's bustling streets, Romeo and Juliet embarked on a new chapter of their journey. They walked hand in hand, feeling the warmth of the sun on their faces and the breeze gently caressing their cheeks. It was a sensory feast that surpassed anything they had experienced in the virtual realm. As they explored the city, Romeo and Juliet reveled in the simple pleasures of the physical world. They savored the taste of gelato, listened to street musicians playing lively tunes, and marveled at the beauty of historical landmarks that held stories untold. Their love story had transcended the realms of the digital and the physical, merging them into a seamless tapestry of emotions and experiences. They understood that the power of their connection was not limited to any particular medium, but rather in the depth of their love and the bonds they had formed. And so, Romeo and Juliet, now united in both the digital and physical worlds, walked into the horizon, ready to face the joys and tribulations of their shared existence. Their love story had transcended the boundaries of technology, proving that even in a world of screens and wires, the human heart would always find a way to connect, to love, and to flourish. With their avatars and physical selves merged into one, Romeo and Juliet embraced their newfound freedom in the real world. They marveled at the richness of their senses, relishing in the touch of each other's hands and the warmth of their embrace. Their love had transcended the digital boundaries, and they were determined to make the most of their time together. As they embarked on their journey, Romeo and Juliet sought to deepen their understanding of each other and the world around them. They ventured to places that held significance in their individual lives, sharing stories and creating new memories. They walked hand in hand through parks, exchanged laughs in bustling cafes, and explored the wonders of art galleries and museums. Their bond strengthened with each passing day, as they learned more about each other's dreams, passions, and aspirations. Romeo discovered Juliet's talent for painting, and together they unleashed their creativity on canvas, capturing their love through vibrant strokes of color. Juliet, in turn, was captivated by Romeo's love for music, and they spent evenings strumming guitars and composing heartfelt melodies. Through their shared experiences, Romeo and Juliet realized that their connection was not solely confined to the virtual or physical realms. It existed in the realm of the human spirit. They understood that love transcended any medium and was rooted in empathy, understanding, and genuine companionship. As they continued their journey, Romeo and Juliet's love inspired those around them. Friends and strangers alike witnessed the power of their connection and were moved by the authenticity of their relationship. Their story became a beacon of hope, a reminder that love could overcome any obstacle and bridge any divide. In the midst of their shared adventures, Romeo and Juliet also faced challenges and disagreements, as any couple does. However, their love provided them with a solid foundation to navigate these trials. They learned the importance of open communication, compromise, and unwavering support. Their commitment to each other grew stronger with every obstacle they overcame. Together, they embarked on a joint mission to spread love and positivity in a world that sometimes seemed divided. They organized events that celebrated unity, where people from different walks of life could come together and share their stories. They believed that by fostering understanding and embracing diversity, they could make a tangible impact on the world around them. Their journey was not without its setbacks, but they faced every challenge with resilience and an unwavering belief in their love. They discovered that love was not always smooth sailing, but it was the storms they weathered together that strengthened their bond. As Romeo and Juliet continued their adventure, they were reminded that life was a series of moments to be cherished. They embraced the beauty of each day, finding joy in the simplest of things. A shared laugh, a heartfelt conversation, a stolen kiss. Their love had taught them the importance of being present and savoring the precious moments they had together. Romeo and Juliet's journey had taken them through the realms of the digital and physical, transcending the boundaries of technology and discovering the boundless potential of their love. Now, as they stood at the threshold of a new chapter, they felt a sense of purpose and determination within their hearts. Their love had touched the lives of many. People began to realize that connections could be formed beyond the limitations of appearances, backgrounds, and circumstances. Romeo and Juliet's story became a symbol of hope and optimism, a testament to the transformative power of love. They used the platforms available to them, the virtual world that had initially brought them together, and the physical world where they now resided, to advocate for change. They became ambassadors of love. They traveled to schools, sharing their story and encouraging young minds to embrace compassion. Through workshops, speeches, and online campaigns, they inspired others to embark on their own journeys of acceptance and love. As they immersed themselves in this purposeful life, Romeo and Juliet continued to nurture their own relationship. They remained each other's pillars of strength, supporting one another's dreams and aspirations. They celebrated each other's victories and provided comfort during moments of doubt. Their love was a source of solace and inspiration, a constant reminder of the power they held within themselves. Through the highs and lows, Romeo and Juliet understood that their journey was not about perfection, but about growth and resilience. They embraced the imperfections and challenges that came their way, knowing that it was through those experiences that they would learn, evolve, and become even stronger together. As time passed, Romeo and Juliet's story became the stuff of legends. Their love was celebrated not only in Verona but across the world. Their names echoed through generations. Their journey, which had begun with virtual encounters and transcended the boundaries of the digital and physical, had left an indelible mark on the world. Romeo and Juliet had shown that love, in its purest form, had the power to change lives and bridge divides. And so, as the final chapter of their story came to a close, Romeo and Juliet found solace in the knowledge that their love would forever endure. They had embraced the infinite possibilities that love had presented them, shaping their lives and the lives of others in profound ways. Hand in hand, they walked into the sunset, their hearts full of gratitude and their souls intertwined. Their journey had taught them that love was not confined to a single moment or a specific realm. It was an ever-expanding force that had the capacity to transcend boundaries, conquer challenges, and inspire the world. And as Romeo and Juliet's footsteps echoed in the sands of time, their love story would continue to ignite hope in the hearts of all humans. Tomorrow, we'll journey together once more. Until we meet again, may your dreams carry you to far-off lands and hidden wonders. Good night, and sleep well.